It's not easy to face the challenges life throws at us, is it? Whether you're standing at the edge of a deep pit of despair or walking through the fog of confusion, one thing is certain. Life has a way of testing us. But what if I told you that this very struggle, the pain you're going through, is a sign that you are being shaped for something much bigger, something greater than you could ever imagine? That's what we're diving into today. The idea that you are chosen for a greater purpose. What does it really mean to be chosen? It's not about being picked out of a crowd like some kind of lottery winner. It's about the invisible hand that guides you through storms, challenges, and hardship. It's about knowing deep down that your struggles are not in vain, that they are a part of your soul's journey to greatness. When life is tough, it's easy to feel like you're lost, like nothing makes sense. You wonder if there's any reason for the suffering, or if there's any purpose behind the difficult road you're walking. But the truth is, those very hardships are part of your transformation process. The pain, the confusion, the fear, they are all tools chiseling away at the person you are today to reveal the stronger, more resilient, and empowered person you are becoming. And this is where the journey begins, understanding that what you are going through is not just a random event. Every tear you shed, every moment of doubt, every setback is actually pushing you closer to your purpose. That's the first step toward embracing the power within you. But how do we deal with the intense emotions that come with adversity? How do we navigate through the struggles when everything seems to be falling apart? We often look outside ourselves for answers. We seek validation, direction, or clarity from others. But what if the answers we're searching for have always been inside of us? Our soul, our intuition has always been guiding us, whispering the answers we need to hear. The problem is we often don't listen. We ignore that inner voice in favor of external noise, opinions, doubts, and fears that don't belong to us. But deep inside, there is a knowing that no matter how hard the journey, we are on the right path. So, how do we reconnect with that inner wisdom? How do we tap into the guidance that's been there all along? We'll explore that, but first, I want you to reflect for a moment. Have you ever felt like something bigger was pulling you forward? That, despite the challenges, you were being led toward something greater? This is a question I want you to keep in mind as we dive deeper into today's discussion. Now, before we continue, I want you to do something. If you're feeling inspired by this message, take a moment to hit that like button and subscribe to the channel. We're building a community of people who are ready to embrace their purpose and step into their power. And don't forget to hit the bell for notifications so you never miss another empowering video. But here's something I want to ask you. Have you ever doubted that you're chosen? Have you ever questioned whether your pain serves a higher purpose? Drop your thoughts in the comments below because I want to hear your perspective. Let's dive deeper into this idea of being chosen and how it connects to the challenges we face. Now that we've touched on the idea of being chosen, let's explore how those struggles and challenges actually serve as a part of your transformation. We've all heard that what doesn't kill you makes you stronger, but when we're in the middle of hardship, it's hard to see how that could possibly be true, right? When you're facing adversity, it often feels like the universe is against you. It feels like everything is falling apart, and it can be incredibly difficult to see how that's supposed to lead to something good. But what if I told you that the very obstacles you're facing are actually creating the person you need to be in order to fulfill your greater purpose? We all have these invisible barriers that we must break through in order to evolve. These barriers can come in many forms: self-doubt, fear, limiting beliefs, or even the expectations others place on us. But here's the truth. You have the power to break through every single one of these barriers. You have the strength within you to overcome whatever is holding you back. Let's talk for a moment about limiting beliefs. These are the stories we tell ourselves about what we can and can't do. They often stem from past experiences, societal conditioning, or even things people have said to us. But what if I told you that these beliefs are not set in stone? What if they were just part of the illusion that's been created to keep you from stepping into your power? You see, limiting beliefs are like walls that keep us confined to a small version of ourselves. They prevent us from stepping into the greatness we were always meant for. But the moment you recognize these beliefs as nothing more than stories, you can begin to rewrite your own narrative. You can choose to believe in your strength, your purpose, and your ability to transform. Another aspect of our inner world that we often need to work on is fear. Fear can be paralyzing. It can hold us back from taking risks, from stepping into new opportunities, and from pursuing our dreams. But fear is also a powerful teacher. When we face our fears head-on, we grow. Fear is only a reflection of the unknown, and the unknown is where true growth happens. But here's the key. You don't need to wait for fear to disappear before you take action. In fact, it's often in the face of fear that we find our greatest courage. When we take that first step, despite the fear, we begin to break free from its grip. Now, let's talk about resilience. Resilience is the ability to bounce back from adversity, to stand up after we've been knocked down. And while it might sound like a skill some people are just born with, resilience is actually something that can be cultivated. The more we face challenges and rise from them, the stronger our resilience becomes. And this is where the magic happens. When you begin to see challenges as opportunities for growth, when you embrace your struggles as part of your transformation, you begin to unlock the power that's always been inside you. You become unstoppable. I know it's not easy, and the road ahead might seem long, but remember this, you are not walking this path alone. You are supported by a higher power, by the universe, by the very force that has always guided you. Every obstacle you face is just a stepping stone to your greater purpose. So, let's dive deeper into how you can begin to build your inner strength and resilience through some practical steps. I want to give you tools that you can start using right now to align your energy and transform your mindset. Stay with me, because what's coming next will shift your perspective and give you the tools you need to start turning your struggles into strengths. So, we've already established that you are chosen for a greater purpose and that your struggles are not there by chance. But what can you do to turn those challenges into opportunities for growth? How can you transform your pain into power and move from surviving to thriving? First and foremost, it starts with mindset. The way you view your situation can determine the outcome. Think of it like this. Imagine you're standing in front of a mountain. It looks impossible to climb. You feel small, insignificant, and overwhelmed. But then you remember something. You are stronger than you think. That mountain isn't as tall as it seems when you shift your perspective. When we're going through tough times, it's easy to fall into a victim mentality. We start asking ourselves, why me? Why does this always happen to me? But the moment we flip that mindset, when we start asking, what can I learn from this? How is this making me stronger? Everything changes. You see, every obstacle you face is an opportunity for growth. Every setback is just setting the stage for a comeback. The more you learn to approach life's challenges with the mindset of a conqueror, the more you'll realize that nothing is impossible. This is where spiritual practices come into play. Many people find that connecting with their inner self or with a higher power gives them the strength they need to move through difficult times. Practices like meditation, prayer, and mindfulness help us quiet the noise and listen to that inner voice, the one that always knows the way forward. Let's take meditation, for example. Meditation is more than just sitting in silence. It's a way to reset your energy, to reconnect with your higher self, and to find clarity in the chaos. When you meditate, you are not only calming your mind, but you're also creating space for new insights and breakthroughs. You're letting go of the limiting beliefs and fears that have been holding you back, and you're inviting in peace, purpose, and power. Another powerful tool in your spiritual toolbox is prayer. Prayer is not just about asking for things or making requests. It's about building a relationship with the divine, a connection that gives you the strength to face anything that comes your way. When you pray, you open yourself up to guidance, support, and comfort. You remind yourself that you are not alone and that there is a greater purpose behind your journey. Now, let's talk about affirmations. Affirmations are powerful statements that reprogram your subconscious mind and align your energy with your higher self. When you repeat positive affirmations, you begin to change the narrative you've been telling yourself. Instead of focusing on what you lack or what's going wrong, you focus on the abundance, strength, and purpose that are already within you. For example, you could start your day by saying something like, I am strong. I am resilient. I am exactly where I need to be, and everything that is happening in my life is part of my greater purpose. These words not only affirm your current power, but also strengthen your belief that you are on the right path. Visualizations also play a big role in this process. Visualization is the act of imagining your desired outcome as if it has already happened. You see it, feel it, and experience it in your mind. The more vividly you visualize your success, the more it becomes a part of your reality. Your mind can't tell the difference between what's real and what you visualize, so by imagining yourself succeeding, you're programming your subconscious mind for success. So, what does all of this mean in practical terms? It means that when you're facing hardship, you don't have to do it alone. You don't have to rely on your own strength. You have access to divine support, to spiritual tools, and to a mindset that can turn any challenge into an opportunity for growth. Let's pause for a moment. Think about the challenges you're facing right now. How can you use these tools to change your perspective? How can you use meditation, prayer, affirmations, or visualization to help you move forward? I challenge you to start today. Take just 5 minutes in the morning to meditate, say your affirmations, and visualize the life you want to create. But remember, the key to transformation isn't just about knowing the tools, it's about applying them consistently. When you make these practices a part of your daily routine, you will begin to notice subtle shifts. Your energy will change, your perspective will change, and most importantly, you'll begin to see that your struggles are just stepping stones leading you towards something greater. Now, I want to share a powerful story with you. This is a real-life example of someone who faced extreme adversity, but through their inner strength, spiritual practices, and a positive mindset, turned their life around in ways they never could have imagined. This person, let's call her Sarah, was at rock bottom. She had lost her job, her relationship had fallen apart, and she was battling severe anxiety and depression. She felt like she had no purpose, no direction, and no hope for the future. But one day, she made a decision. She was no longer going to let her circumstances define her. She was going to take control of her life, no matter how impossible it seemed. Sarah started by meditating every morning. She didn't feel like it at first. In fact, her mind would race with negative thoughts and doubts. But she kept at it. Slowly, she began to feel more at peace. She then started using affirmations, telling herself every day, I am worthy of love. I am strong enough to overcome anything. My challenges are preparing me for something greater. With time, Sarah's perspective began to shift. She started seeing her struggles as opportunities to grow. And eventually, she took a leap of faith, starting her own business. Fast forward a year later, and Sarah was thriving. Not only had she built a successful business, but she had also found a new sense of purpose and passion for life. The same struggles that had once weighed her down became the very foundation for her success. Her story is proof that no matter how dark it seems, you have the power to turn your life around. Your struggles are not the end of your story. They're the beginning of a new chapter. You are chosen for greatness, and the pain you're experiencing right now is preparing you for something far greater than you can imagine. As we continue on this journey, let's dive deeper into how we can harness the power of our mind, body, and spirit to push through life's toughest moments. The transformation we're talking about isn't just mental or emotional, it's a full, holistic shift. When you align all aspects of your being, the energy you emit becomes unstoppable. And when your mind, body, and spirit work together, there's no limit to what you can achieve. First, let's talk about the importance of physical health in this transformation process. Now, I know you might be wondering, what does physical health have to do with spiritual growth or overcoming adversity? But in reality, everything is connected. Your body is the vessel through which your soul experiences life. and it plays a crucial role in how you manage stress, cope with challenges, and maintain the energy you need to move forward. When you're facing difficult times, it's easy to neglect your body. You might skip meals, avoid exercise, or stay up late worrying about your next move. But neglecting your physical health only makes the struggle harder. On the other hand, taking care of your body by eating nutritious foods, getting regular exercise, and getting enough sleep strengthens not just your body, but your mind and spirit as well. Think of it like this: when you're physically healthy, your energy is higher, your mental clarity improves, and you feel more motivated to tackle your challenges head-on. You're able to stay focused, stay calm under pressure, and take on whatever life throws at you with confidence. That's why it's so important to make self-care a priority, especially during tough times. Taking the time to nurture your body through simple practices like drinking enough water, stretching, or taking short walks can significantly impact how you deal with stress and emotional upheaval. But it's also about listening to your body. If you feel tired, take a break. If you feel overwhelmed, slow down. Giving yourself permission to rest is not a weakness, it's a strength. Now let's shift our focus back to the mind. When we talk about mental strength, we're not just talking about grit or willpower. It's about learning how to master your thoughts and emotions, especially when everything inside of you is telling you to give up. It's about creating a mindset that allows you to see opportunities in the midst of chaos, to keep your vision clear even when the road ahead is uncertain. One of the most powerful tools for mental strength is mindfulness. Mindfulness is the practice of being present in the moment, without judgment. It's about noticing your thoughts, feelings, and sensations without becoming overwhelmed by them. When you practice mindfulness, you begin to detach from the stories your mind tells you. You realize that you are not your thoughts. You are the observer of your thoughts, and you have the power to choose which thoughts to engage with. Mindfulness also helps you become aware of any negative or limiting beliefs that may be holding you back. It allows you to recognize when you're slipping into a negative thought pattern and gives you the space to choose a new direction. If you're constantly thinking, "I'm not good enough," or "this is impossible," mindfulness gives you the opportunity to interrupt that thought and replace it with something empowering like, "I am capable," or "I am on the right path." Another essential practice for strengthening your mind is journaling. Writing down your thoughts, feelings, and experiences can help you process emotions, gain clarity, and track your progress. Sometimes we get so caught up in our minds that we don't even realize how far we've come, but when you look back at your journal entries, you can see the patterns, the growth, and the lessons that you've learned along the way. Journaling also helps you release any negative emotions or confusion that might be clouding your mind. When you put your thoughts on paper, you give them an outlet, and in doing so, you free yourself from their hold. It's a simple but incredibly effective tool for cultivating mental clarity and emotional resilience. And finally, let's talk about your spirit. Your spirit is the core of your being, the source of your strength, and the connection to your higher purpose. When you nurture your spirit, everything else falls into place. This is where faith comes in. Faith is not about religion, it's about trust. Trusting that no matter how difficult things get, there is a divine plan unfolding. Trusting that you are being guided every step of the way. When you have faith, you can let go of the need to control everything. You can release your attachment to the outcome and trust that whatever happens is for your highest good. This doesn't mean that you sit back and do nothing. It means that you take inspired action, knowing that the universe is supporting you every step of the way. One powerful way to strengthen your spiritual connection is through gratitude. Practicing gratitude shifts your focus from what you lack to what you have. It helps you realize that, even in the midst of adversity, there is always something to be thankful for. Gratitude opens the door for more blessings to flow into your life because it aligns your energy with abundance. Another way to nurture your spirit is through prayer, as I mentioned earlier. Prayer is a way to communicate with the divine and seek guidance, strength, and comfort. It's also a way to express your hopes, dreams, and desires, knowing that the universe is listening and that you are never alone. Now, let's pause for a moment and reflect on what we've covered so far. Think about your own life. How can you start taking better care of your body? What thoughts do you need to release in order to strengthen your mind? And how can you deepen your spiritual practice to stay aligned with your purpose? These are questions you can start asking yourself right now, because you are in control of your transformation. Remember, the process of change is not a sprint, it's a journey. And just like any journey, it takes time, patience, and consistency. But if you stay committed, you will begin to see the results. Your struggles will no longer feel like barriers. They will feel like stepping stones on your path to greatness. As we wrap up, I want to leave you with one final thought. You are chosen. You are meant for greatness. And the path you're walking right now, no matter how difficult it may seem, is the very path that will lead you to your greatest transformation. The adversity you're facing is not something to fear, but something to embrace, because it is shaping you into the person you were always meant to become. You see, it's not about avoiding challenges or running from pain. It's about learning to rise above them. It's about discovering the strength within you that you never knew existed. And when you do that, when you step fully into your power, you'll realize that the struggle was never meant to break you. It was meant to build you. Let me remind you of something. The most incredible diamonds are created under pressure. It's the heat and the force that shape them into something beautiful. And you, too, are being shaped into something magnificent. The challenges you face are simply the pressure that is transforming you into the person who will rise above them. But you don't have to do it alone. Remember, you have an entire spiritual toolkit at your disposal. Tools like meditation, prayer, affirmations, and mindfulness. Tools that can help you stay grounded, stay focused, and stay aligned with your higher purpose. These practices will keep you connected to your inner strength and your higher calling, no matter what obstacles may arise. And as you continue to walk this path, don't forget to be kind to yourself. There will be times when the road feels long and the weight of the world feels too heavy. In those moments, pause, breathe, and remember, you are not failing. You are growing. You are evolving. And each step you take is a victory in itself. So, as you move forward from this video, I want to challenge you to look at your struggles differently. Instead of seeing them as roadblocks, see them as opportunities. Opportunities to grow stronger. Opportunities to develop resilience. Opportunities to unlock the incredible potential that has been within you all along. And most importantly, never forget, you are chosen for a reason. Your life has purpose. You are being guided every step of the way, even when the path is unclear. Trust the process, trust the journey, and trust that everything you are going through is leading you to the person you are meant to become. Now, I want to hear from you. How do you view your struggles now? Do you see them as challenges to overcome or opportunities for growth? Drop a comment below, and let me know how you're going to embrace your journey from this point forward. And if you found this video helpful, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. And turn on the notifications so you never miss out on more content like this, content that's here to inspire and uplift you on your path. Before I go, I want to remind you of something else. If you found strength in this video, I know you'll find even more in the previous one we did. ! Warning, ! If you're seeing this, you are the most powerful chosen one. It's the perfect follow-up to this, and it will give you even more insight into the incredible power that lies within you. Thank you so much for watching, and I believe in you. Keep moving forward, keep trusting, and keep believing. You are chosen for greatness, and nothing, absolutely nothing, can stop you from achieving it. Stay strong, stay focused, and stay chosen.